Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Karen's Kitchen. Um, Coming with a new recipe. There's Erlene, the first one on. Kedrick, good to see you, and Vanita, good to see you. I know I probably should do this for breakfast time, but I want to do this now. You just made those. Oh man, there's my daughter. I printed out the recipe this time instead of using my iPad since it didn't have a lot of life to it. But this is what they're going to look like. This is a big picture of it. Uh, yeah, chocolate donuts. These are going to even have a glaze on it. So I'm going to change it up a little bit, not use granulated sugar, but you might use my cane sugar. And of course, I use carob powder in place of cocoa powder. And I'm using almond milk in place of soy milk. You can use that too. You don't have to particularly use soy milk. Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, I bet they were just too good to pass up, huh? Yeah, imagine so. They were just too good to pass up. They do look good though, and I wanted to make these because I knew that they would taste good. And I'm using the Pampered Chef donut pan. I've got it already. I greased it with. Hi Simone, good to see you. Welcome. Greased it with coconut oil with the Scott towel, so they would be ready to go. They would be ready to go. And I'm going to use my batter bowl here and put everything in. I've got my cup of flour already here, so I can get ready to put that in there when it's time. But welcome everybody. Good to see you. Oh, you joined as a P. Oh wow, awesome. I don't think I could do that. I know I couldn't. So I really don't want to. You know, I just leave everybody else do it. So I've got a consultant in my church that I could deal with her if I want to. So I'm not going to be in conflict with her. So I prefer just to leave things the way they are. But anyway, coming to you with a new recipe. I hope it'll be a good one. If you like donuts like me, I love donuts. I love chocolate. But when I was younger, I was allergic to it when I was a kid, and I'd break out in hives. I don't think so much anymore, but still, you know, I think we all love food. You love food, period. I do too. I love food, period. That's just the way it is. I love food. And the problem of it is sometimes it can get you in trouble. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Sometimes it can get you in trouble, and we can eat too much, and then we're in trouble afterwards. So, you know, I don't remember what the price of it was, Vanita. It's been a while since I bought this. You'd have to talk to Alexis about that, ask her, or check the catalog on her profile, because I don't know what the price of it was. It's been a long time since I bought it. Price may have gone up by now. I don't know. So it shouldn't be too expensive anyway. Shouldn't be too unaffordable. Let's put it that way. So, but as to far the price, I don't know. Since I'm not a consultant, I don't keep up with those things, so I don't know. So, so I'm gonna get this thing started because that's almost lit, and I want to get the stuff in here as it says to do it. So I'm going to put my flour, my carob powder, my cane sugar, my baking powder, and my salt in this bowl, and I'm going to whisk them together. Okay, here's my flour. Welcome to everybody coming in. Thank you for coming in. And 1/4 cup of my carob powder, and I've got my 4th cup out here, and I'll use this. These, everybody knows about, these are the stackables. I love these things too. I just didn't want to use my measure-alls for everything. Seems like I use them a lot, and I forget about using the other ones too. So there's a cup of carob powder. And I've got more carob powder coming today. I reordered some more, and I've got more coming. So I'll put this over here. So it's coming today. Because I use enough of it as it is. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Let's see. Teaspoon over here. If I don't, I got it over here. Yeah, I think I got one in here. Yeah, here it is. Okay, 1 teaspoon of salt, and everybody knows I use sea salt. So I think I got it out. Yeah, here it is. So put this in here. This is just an old turmeric bottle that had spice bottle, had turmeric in it. I just cleaned it out and put this in there. I thought, well, that'll work for that. It keeps it, I know what's in there that way. And then, let's see, that's about it. I think, yeah, that's what I'm going to make sure I take all the dry ingredients from so and pour, and then, okay, I'm just going to whisk all this. This is, oh, I think I forgot my baking powder. I did. I forgot the baking powder. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I knew I'd forget something. It's sitting here and I forgot it. I better put that in here. Good thing I looked at the instructions again. It's real easy to get mixed up and not put everything in. Let me go ahead and put this back so I'm done with it. Okay. Now I'm going to take my whisk, my Pampered Chef whisk, and I'm going to whisk this all together. You want to kind of get what it does is kind of gets the lumps out. Makes it nice and smooth. Okay. Now it says, and pour the soy milk, the melted vegan butter, and the vanilla into the bowl with the dry ingredients. Okay. All right, and soy milk, and I'm using almond milk. I don't have any soy milk, so I'm using almond milk, but you can use that. So I've got 3/4 cup here. You know, 3 tablespoons of melted vegan butter, and you can use Earth Balance or whatever you have. I melted that in the microwave. There we go. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay. Let me look at my recipe again to make sure I got everything in here because I don't want to forget anything. It's real easy to do that. Powdered sugar and stuff is going to go for the glaze. I believe I have everything in here. Okay. All right. And mix well with a large wooden spoon to combine. Okay. I'm going to use my wooden spoon. I got another one here, I think. Here's a bigger one, so we'll just use this one here. And this is a Pampered Chef wooden spoon. I love these wooden spoons. They're actually teak wood, I think is what they're called. And this bowl is a batter bowl from Pampered Chef, in case you were wondering. This is a real good batter for different batters. I'm just going to start that up when I need to. I'm just going to hit the end button and I'll start it back up in a minute. We already know it's lit, so it's all ready to go. And then I just start it up, reset it, and start it back up. And thank you everybody for coming in, and thank you for sharing this out. Just being here. You guys are awesome. Okay, I'm going to make sure I got this right now. Spoon the batter into a donut pan, filling about 3/4 of the way. Be careful not to overfill. Okay. Let me get a spoon. I could use I'll just use it too. I'm not going to use my scoops because I think it's going to make a mess. We'll see if this is going to go all 12. I'm not sure exactly how many it's going to make. I don't think it really said. I'm also going to make a glaze to put on top. You do that while they're cooling. So I can make that there for now. Stand it right there. Okay. I'm going to put this down so you can watch me in my... There we go. Okay. Because you don't want to fill these too full, because if you fill them too full, you're going to lose the donut hole. So I've got to be careful not to fill them too full. That's about right. You don't want too much. I probably could use a piping bag, but you know something? To me, that'd probably be more trouble than it's worth. I've seen Alexis use it, but I'm not quite sure how to do it. So I'm just gonna do it like they said, spoon it in here. Yep. Might lose the hole on that one. That's a little more full than it should be. I can always dump some out. Oops, I forgot that one. I'll get that one done too. just going to, there we go. That's about right. Got that one just a little too full. I might lose my donut hole, but we'll see what's going to happen. And I'll be right with you when I get this done. I'm not ignoring you on purpose. I'm just trying to get this done. So. Did I put my, you know something, I think I forgot my sugar too. Let me, yeah, I did. I wondered why it tasted so bland. Let me go put some sugar in here. It's half a cup. I thought I was missing something. It wasn't sweet at all. And those that are in there, I'm just not gonna worry about those. I messed up and didn't get my, I don't know why, I messed it up on the list. Didn't get it on the list. I saw it, all right. It's there, and then I forgot it, and I missed it. You know, it's real easy to do that. So I have a few that won't be as real sweet, but I can always, put chocolate chips or something on top of them or whatever. Or I could just take them out and redo them, probably. You think I should take those out of the donut pan and redo them? Put a 1 on there if you think I should take them out of the donut pan and put them back in my thing, and I can just use a, do you think, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's just, without trying to make too much of a mess, I can always clean these. Whoa, I shouldn't use this, I might scratch it. I forgot about that. Let me get this. I'll scratch it, that's right, this is non-stick and I don't want to scratch it. So I'll clean this up just a little bit under the water before I put this back in here. That's what I'll do, because I don't want to make it without sugar in it. I thought, boy, this is something happened. What's happened to the sugar, to the sweetness? It didn't have any. Now this has got a little coconut oil. You really wouldn't have to grease it at all because it's non-stick, but I did put a little coconut oil in there. I think I'll just wet this down a little bit, and I'll be right with you. I'm going to wet these down and try to rinse them off, put them up a little bit. And you can watch me use my, I don't know if you can see or not, I'm going to use my power wash. Try to get these cleaned up. And you just wipe them and you just rinse it. Wipe this all up. Pretend like I had nothing in here. Boy, what a blunder that was. But I caught my mistake early. I caught it before I put them in the oven, before I got them all filled. I caught it early. That's better than missing it all together. I had this, and that's amazing. I had the sugar sitting there, and then didn't even put it in the pan. Put it in my bowl. Oh well, something? We all make mistakes, as long as you're... So we all make mistakes, but we learn by our mistakes. So since this is a donut pan, you really don't have to grease it unless you want to, because it's non-stick. Because everything does come out pretty good anyway. So I think I'm just gonna not worry about it. Do the best I can. Dry it up. Because this is you can see it's a non-stick pan. You don't want to use anything in it. I forgot about that. You don't want to scratch it. Okay. Let me mix this up real good with this. Now they'll taste better. Wow. I don't want them tasting really bad, They taste flat. Well, this is going to be fun putting this back in here. There's no easy way to do this either. Wow. Well, I covered up my donut hole. I'm going to have to fix that one. I don't know. There's no easy way to do that. Come on, get off of there. Just a little bit. do that way. Okay, now, well, let me try this again. Yeah, I don't have one of those. I don't have one of those, so I have to do it this way. And this is not an easy way to do it because it gets all over the place. You can see it's getting everywhere but where I need it to go. I don't know of any other easier way besides a Ziploc bag, you know. And it keeps getting on my donut hole. Hopefully it won't. Do you think I should use a smaller spoon too? Maybe I should use a smaller one. Maybe if I use a smaller one, it's going to take a little longer. But if I use a smaller one, I might be able to have better control of it. I know this is the boring part, getting this in here. This is really the boring part. What a mess it makes. See, it's covering up my donut, my thing again. I'm going to do the best I can. Hi. I'm making a little bit of a mess. I'm trying to do this, trying to put my donuts in my donut pan, and I'm making a little bit of a mess. I don't have a Ziploc bag and the thing that like Alexis has to cut it off and do it. So I'm trying to do it this way, and it's not working too well because I get too much on my spoon and it just gets all over the place. This is going to take a while to do it this way, but we'll get it. It doesn't have to be in the oven very long, so that's the main thing. It doesn't have to be in there very long at all. So if you guys can think of any other suggestion besides a Ziploc bag, please let me know. Because I've seen Alexis use the Ziploc bag, and I know what you're talking about. A pipe bag, I just don't happen to have that. I'm just wondering if you can buy them, or do you, I think she has some, but I think you can make them too. I'm gonna have to check into that because I don't happen to have any, and I think it's gonna be a good idea if I did have some. So. Oh, batter dispenser. Yeah, I could have done that too, Vanita, but it didn't. I didn't. Yeah, you know, I should have mixed, but the way they want you to do this, you know, you had to use a wooden spoon, so I thought I'll just use this. The batter dispenser probably would have worked, yeah. The batter dispenser would. I've got it too, and it would probably do a good job of filling these up. I'm just gonna I'm gonna clean this thing off before I put it in the oven. This is going to fill all of them up. I can see that. I'm sorry that I'm taking so long to do this. I have a trouble when I don't have everything that you really should have to do this. I just make do with what I have. You know, if you haven't got something, you just make do. And that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to make do. And I'm doing the best possible job I can. This teaspoon is a little bit better than the other because I've got a little bit more control over the putting it in the thing. It's going in a little bit better. Welcome, Teddy Pooh. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for sharing this out. These ought to taste good. I'm just trying to make sure. I'm going to turn this around. Might have a little left. Going to fill all these 12 up. I might put a little bit more in them if I need to. I don't want to get another donut pan out and do this. I just want to, I think 12 is sufficient. Yeah, I might have just enough anyway. You can see it's not really This is not really the best way in the world to do it at all. It really isn't. This makes the pipe bag that Alexis uses is much simpler and it's cleaner. But oh, you know how to make the old-fashioned ones? Oh yeah. Well, I don't use cocoa powder in mine. Now there are people on here that are not vegan. If you want to use the cocoa powder, feel free. But the vegan, when I make anything, I make it vegan. So therefore, I use vegan ingredients. So there, pretty much. And I'm gonna take the rag on some of these, clean this up just a little bit, and I don't want this all burning on my. Trying to do the best I can, trying to clean these off. It's going to get a mess, but I don't know. It was a Scott towel. Scott towel. I'll get that instead of that. Okay. Yeah, they are. They're going to be delicious. Is absolutely right. Let me get this back on. Probably went down in temperature a little bit, but probably not very much. So I'll just have them in for a little bit. It says 10 to 12 minutes, so yeah, my pan's going to get a little, try to clean this off the best I can. It's a mess, but we'll see. Oh, it's got to... So, with the exception of the mess around there, I got it in here. I got just a little bit in my batter bowl, but I'm not going to worry about that. This parchment paper is going to go on my the rack that you use to cooling rack, so it doesn't make a mess. So I'm going to put this in here. Alexa, set the timer for 12 minutes.
12 minutes. Starting now.
So there we go. Got everything in there now. I'll put this up. Yeah, well, my goodness, I think they're super hearts. Awesome. Thank you for the super hearts. Whoever gave me those, thank you. Awesome. You guys are just awesome. Now I'm going to go ahead and make the glaze in a little bit. I'll put it in a different bowl. I got to see what I need for that. Let me see the glaze. The glaze is going to go on top as soon as they cool off. Powdered sugar, my carob powder, and the vanilla extract. So I won't put those back. I did put my carob back, I think, and I'll get it back out. Let's see, powder. And I'll put this back, because I won't need this. I do need the powdered sugar, so I'll go ahead and put this back, and then I'll just sit it over here for now. Oh, here's my carob. Just sit it there for right now. Couldn't find my pen to my iPad, and here it is. So it fell on the floor. So, did I what? Yeah, I did. I reset it. So I'm putting it in there for a little extra time. It's only 10 to 12 minutes anyway. So I've got to get this glaze. The glaze is only 3 ingredients: powdered sugar, cocoa powder, and the vanilla extract. And let me see how they say to do that while they're cooling off. Make the glaze in a medium-sized bowl. Add powdered sugar, cocoa, vanilla, and soy milk. Stir with a spoon until smooth glaze is formed. And she likes it to be thick. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And 3 to 4. Okay. I've got the. I don't use soy milk. I'll use my almond milk. So let me get a bowl out here. I'll just use this and I can wash it real quick there. Just the medium one of the Pampered Chef bowls. I love these mixing bowls. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and get the glaze done. Just throw it in the wash. Get the glaze done. Okay, now I know they're in there. They got to cool off, but I'm going to. I can make this ahead of time. Oh, they are nice. They are nice sets, aren't they? They're awesome. They really are. 1 cup of powdered sugar. I've got organic powdered sugar here, so I'm going to go ahead and. Here's my cup, and I'm just going to wash this cup out real quick, and I'll use that to put the powdered sugar in, because this is what had the flour in there, but the chocolate kind of got stuck in here, and I don't want the chocolate mixed in with it, so I'm going to mix the chocolate in anyway. So just a fast rinse. She doesn't have any more storage room than I have. My daughter, we were talking today about welcome from France. She was talking about the air fryer. Now, I know Erlene has the Pampered Chef air fryer. That is $279. That's a little bit spendy. If I ever get an air fryer, I'll get it from Amazon, or I'll get it at Walmart. Walmart's probably got cheap ones. I'll get it from Amazon. So I ordered a new popcorn popper. Now, Erlene had sent a message to me the other day, the popcorn popper. I would think she got it at Kohl's, and I happened to see it on Amazon, so it's a Presto. So I'm going to get that, and I think it's going to be really, really nice. So, okay, a cup of powdered sugar. Probably shouldn't make this up too much ahead, but I can put this stuff in here and then just not stir it up until I'm ready to stir it. That'll be the best thing to do, because if I mix it all up, then it sets and hardens, and I can't put it on my donuts. So I'm just going to get the ingredients ready, though. I'll clean up as I go. Okay. 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. All right, that's simple enough. All right. Use this. This is the Pampered Chef adjustable. I use these a lot. These adjustable ones, I use them a lot. And I'm just going to leave this sit in the bowl and not mix it together for right now until those get cooled off. So that way, because if the glaze hardens, then I'm not going to get it on the donuts. I'll go ahead and put this away then. So I finally don't need this anymore. So I'll put it away. Okay. Alrighty. Now, and half a teaspoon of the vanilla extract. Okay. This didn't have much in it anyway. I think it had the vanilla in it before, so just... Okay, there we go. I'm going to have to order more of those, because one of them, the darn thing, the black thing keeps popping off and it won't stay on, so I'm going to have to order some more. And I'm going to have to order me another Pampered Chef, the potato slicer. I sent the one I bought from Pampered Chef to my daughter because she didn't have any. I thought she could use it. So I'll just have to, if I want another Pampered Chef one, I'll have to order it. So maybe I'll do that on Erlene's party, is order me another one of those, the slicer. I'm not sure what it's called. It's that white one that you use for potatoes and stuff. Oh yeah, I know. I want to get that and the blender attachment for the smoothie. Put the smoothie attachment for the blender. I want to get that, and I know that's $85. So let's see, the pure vanilla extracted. I think 3 to 4 tablespoons of soy. Let me get my almond milk out. It's about 4 tablespoons of almond milk. I'll put that in there, but I won't mix it yet. Yeah, I know that your party's in June, and that's why I didn't want to order them now, because I want to be able to order on your party, and then probably after that I'm not going to order much because I can't afford to. Money is tight. I think it is with a lot of people, especially a lot of people are out of work. You know, a lot of people are out of work, so being out of I don't have a job, or I just rely on my rent, but with one rental empty. One side of the rental empty. That hurt me this in April, and hopefully this month I'll get it rented, because they've got people wanting to rent it right now. But my son had to do some fixing of it and had to do some painting to get it all ready to go. So hopefully I'll get people in there. So No, that's going to be ready to go. I'll do that when those come out and ready to cool. Then I'll do that. And I'll get my set this out so I can put. When they come off the pan, they'll have to sit on here with parchment paper, because if you don't, they said if you don't put parchment paper on, you're going to have mess when you use the glaze, because it'll get all over everything. And that's a smart idea, to use parchment paper. So I just got some parchment paper here, and I'll just, just pull some out and tear it off. I love this stuff. I don't know who invented parchment paper, but they knew what they were doing when they invented it, because this is awesome stuff. It really is. Yeah. Doesn't really matter. Just leave it like that, and I'll put this back. Okay, now I can talk to you for a little bit. So how's everybody's day been? How's your weather? Are you getting hot again? I was wrong on the temperature. I looked at that wrong. We were only going to get about 71 today. It's not until over the weekend that we're going to get 85 tomorrow. We're going to get, oh, thank you, Arlene. Get 85 tomorrow, 83 on Sabbath, I think, and then 81 on Sunday for Mother's Day. I'm a little hesitant to go to my son's on Mother's Day. Hot in Central California, I'm assuming it is. My son wants me over to his house for Mother's Day. We don't see each other all that much anymore, because of the, COVID-19. So I says, well, they're family. They don't have it, so I guess I'll be safe. I'm going to be over there just a short period of time to eat, and oh my goodness, getting snowflakes on Friday and frost on Saturday. My goodness, Arlene, when is spring going to hit for you? Wow, that is terrible. I can't believe that she... That's horrible. Let me take a look at these. That is absolutely horrible. See, they're coming up to the top. That is absolutely horrible. Wow. That's true. Oh, it's been warm. It is what it is with the COVID-19. There isn't a whole lot we can do about it. He told me, he says, Mom, if you want to come and wear your mask, he says you can do that too, I feel safer. Although I understand that because you have a mask on, that's not going to prevent you from getting it. But I do have masks I got from eBay that are 3 layers. And it's an adjustable nose piece on it too. So yeah, I know, Arlene. I forgot all about it being Mother's Day, and then he called me the night before last, and he says, Mom, we're going to do something for Mother's Day. What do you want to do? And I'd never given it a second thought, And my daughter-in-law, she's gonna make homemade Chinese, because they know I'm vegan, so she's gonna make it make it for me. So I think that's awesome, because things aren't all the way opened up here. They're starting to open up, but from what I understand, the governor's going to give it until July before everything's opened up, and I'm thinking, ugh, that's an awful long time. But I can understand her doing it. But do you know, in the county I live in of Oregon, the county I live here, I looked on the weather app this morning because of COVID-19. We've only had 57 confirmed cases and only 2 deaths in my county. So we should open up here for sure. I'm in Oregon. So 57 confirmed deaths and only 2 in my that's the county. But in the whole state of Oregon, it's been about 2,000, a little more than 2,000 confirmed cases and 100 and some deaths. About 119 deaths or something like that. That is low. So that goes to show you that people here in this county are using the social distancing and not getting close to people and staying away. That's going to show you that they're practicing the social distancing. The other places, they're not. And the thing of it is, I know where Alexa's at, things are opening up. 1,000 deaths after they opened up, that's crazy. They're going to have to close everything up again. Your county's in the thousands. I'm sure it is. But we've done, I was totally surprised when I read that this morning because I wasn't sure. And it's, and opening up early, like my daughter said, they're supposed to open up about the 18th of May. Everything's going to open up. She said, that's a little too early. She says she wishes they'd wait till June or July. Alexa, stop the timer. She wishes they'd wait till June or July because it gives it a chance to straighten out a little bit. I'm going to go get my oven mitts. I don't like the idea she's waiting until July. Oh, they're starting not to care. Well, in my daughter's area, they're opening things up. My daughter is in Missouri. My daughter's in Missouri. But where she's at, not her particular county, but in some of the counties there in Missouri, they are opening things up. And they're going to open up things on the 18th of May. And she's not happy about that because it's going to cause more problems than not. There, they didn't raise, I didn't fill them so full, so they're not going to raise, they're not going to be real high, but you can see they did come out. I do have the donut holes, so I'm really glad about that. They come up pretty good. That one could have been a little higher, but that's all right. You know something? That is scary. When they start opening things up like that, it is scary. It's very, very scary. I don't understand it because I'm afraid that with them opening up, yeah, they did. With everything opening up early like that, it's going to cause more problems, and the death toll is going to spike again. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. There's my donuts. They just came out of the oven. Oh, I got to turn this off. Stop that. There we go. Yeah, it is scary. Oh, yeah, they could have risen a little higher, but I didn't want to fill them too full. I was afraid I didn't want them rising clear up off the top of the pan, so I tried to fill them as come to the top. One didn't. This one could be a little fuller, but that's okay. They're for me anyway. But it is scary. It really is scary because we all know it's going to cause a problem, and there's going to be deaths. I mean, after they opened up in Georgia, there was 1,000 people that were confirmed. What sense does that to open up early? Because look at all the people that are confirmed now, and they're going to have more deaths again. Gee whiz, That's true. Exactly. You aren't even at your peak. We've been at our peak. I think it was last week. I read on Facebook we're at a peak. I watched a news thing for my city. We're at our peak, but it had to level off. But they said we weren't out of the woods. So those that haven't been to their peak yet, they shouldn't even be opening up. But I think our governor here, she's more cautious than anything. She really wants to make sure that things are going to be okay before she decides to have everybody open up. Now, some places, the governors are allowing the mayors to choose whether they want to open their cities or towns. Well, here in Oregon, I guess the governor is using her own discretion, which is okay, but I think she should let the mayors choose whether they want to open up or not. Because I know where my daughter's at, they were protesting. People were protesting because they got tired of having to stay home. They didn't like it. They had to stay home. So they were starting to protest. And of course, the governor caved in. They were caving in. The mayors were caving into the people protesting. And so then they ended up, opening things up. Well, what good is that going to do? It's not going to do a darn. It's not going to do a darn thing. I know. It's crazy. It really is. It's just crazy. I don't like it any more than anybody else. But, not a whole heck of a lot I can even do about it. You gotta deal with it. I gotta find my spatula. I'll just use my little spatula to get these out. It is what it is. That's what I always say. It is what it is. And I don't like the idea that it's that way, but what can you do, So I'm going to leave these, just going to take these out, I think. Put this on and try to get these out of here. Sit it up on the, up there and try to put them on the parchment paper so that, oh geez, now I can't get it picked up because the parchment paper is flying all over the place. There we go. Okay, put it up here. Now, this is further. Now I'll try to get these out of here. Like this. Okay. If I can get them out without them breaking up. Well, let's hope so. Huh, that's an itty bitty baby one, but isn't that cute? Well, thank you for this. Thank you for the super hearts, secret sauce. Isn't that cute? That's a baby one. These are all going to be kind of baby ones. But aren't they cute? Aren't those cute? Oh, you had to mute secret sauce. Just gave me what did he or she say? Just gave me super hearts. So, if you had to mute them, that's fine. You know, you got to do what you got to do. I'm not looking at the comments, so you take care of them for me. These aren't real big, but aren't they cute? I mean, they're not thick. They're little skinny donuts. Yeah, they're perfectly imperfect. You're right. That's a good word for it. Perfectly imperfect. Yeah. I didn't want to fill them too full because I was afraid if I filled them too full, I was going to have a problem. So I filled them about 3/4 full so they would rise some. But they're short. They're little. But that's okay. It doesn't matter. You know, a donut is a donut, you know. So get these out, and then I'm going to make the glaze. Move this over. I'll have to move this over onto the stove. Then I can make the glaze and put that on there. That's a fatter donut than the rest of them. Okay, just put this in. There we go. Okay, I'll just move this over here. Okay. Now, I'm going to set this back. And I'm going to set these over here for now. So I can... well, I'm going to... You know what I'm going to do? Put it up here. I don't think that hurt right now. Just set that up there until I get this made. Now I've got to see what this says to do. Yeah, just a little bit. I just had a little bit left. I didn't have enough, probably more than just not enough for one donut maybe. That's about all. One donut. And I wasn't going to bother with that. Was somebody saying something again? Did my stalker come back in? Was my stalker in here again? Did somebody say my stalker was in here again? Okay, stir with a spoon. So I'm going to get a spoon out. All I can tell you is, whoever my stalker is, whoever my stalker is, I sure don't deserve what I'm getting from them. I'll tell you that. It's terrible. Oh man. Well, like I said, Alexis has got one now that's bothering her. Attacked her in her email and everything. You know something? Since this COVID-19 has hit, people have been coming out of the woodwork and they're just got too much time on their hands. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Erlene is not stalking anybody. Oh my goodness, you've got to be kidding me. What the? Erlene doesn't stalk anybody. She's the sweetest person I know. She messages me when she has a chance each and every day, and I appreciate that. And she's so sweet, you know. I don't understand people. They are, yeah, I know. They make up all kinds of stuff. People are, I mean, they're making up stuff about me, too. I mean, you know that they make up stuff about me. I mean, saying the things they do, like that person come in the other day and told me to get the coronavirus, the evil slumlord. Well, I'm not a slumlord, for one thing, because I don't manage my properties. The property management does. And for another, they have no business telling me to get coronavirus. That's really bad. That is horrible. That is a deadly virus, and they're telling me to get the coronavirus. I guess they want to see me off of here, so they want to see me dead in a coffin. Right? You know, karma is real. You know what I say, and it's very true. What goes around comes around. That person who's ever doing this is going to get it in spades, and you can bet on that. It's going to be really hard. They're not going to like it either. They're going to get it in spades. Very much so. Okay, I'm going to do this probably so you can see this. You can watch it. I'm just going to... And that's why I've got the stuff here, so I can... See there, he put a glaze on it. I turned that one upside down. I forgot to turn that one upside down. That's all right. It doesn't matter. Okay. Forgot to turn that one upside down too. Well, that's all right. It's okay. It doesn't matter. I'm forgetting to turn upside down so that's on the top and not on the bottom. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't appreciate anybody saying bad things about anybody in here. And if they're going to keep doing it, they're going to get blocked. I'm not going to stand for it. I'm not going to have anybody being attacked in here. That's not right. It's just not right. She's my friend, and you're not going to say bad things about her. She's not doing anything to you or anybody else. She doesn't stalk anybody in here. She doesn't stalk anybody on Facebook. She minds her own business. And that's what I think that you should do, and everybody else should mind their own business. And stop being judgmental towards people, you know? So, I mean, Alexis is another one of these kind that she will take and she will block anybody that she finds that are being difficult. Like Dr. Waddle. Yeah, we need to all get along. She had blocked Dr. Waddle because I was watching one of her periscopes or replays, and she had blocked Dr. Waddle because he had come in one of her periscopes, and the things he was saying, he felt like he knew more than her, and it just got to her so bad that she just blocked him. So I turned around and blocked him too, and he was always the one that would come in anyway and say, It was crazy. He would always say, and I've been in her periscopes when he was in there, and he'd say, "Oh, are you cooking babies today?" And I told him one time, I says, "That is absolutely absurd." I says, "That is so mean and nasty." You know, she would be just, "Well, she knows it's just a joke." I says, "That's not a joke to say, are you cooking babies today? That's not a joke." You know, so he was kind of a weird character anyway. So there. I've got a little bit of glaze left and a little bit of donut left. But there you go. They got the glaze on them. Oh my goodness. No, it's not a joke. You're right. It's not a joke. It's absolutely not a joke. So what do you guys think? There's the glaze on them. Now one fell apart a little bit, but they do have glaze on them. So those are going to be good. Hi, Carol. Good to see you. Welcome. There's my donuts. You came in just when I got them finished with the glazing. Yeah, I know. I just put the glaze and everything on them. I sure will. Hi, good to see you. Well, I want to post them up on my vegan page. Well, actually, I think I'll eat the one that looks like it's falling apart, and then I can post them up on my vegan. Let me try this one. It's falling apart. Oh, I know. Boy, booyah, booyah, booyah. These are good. Man, these are the best vegan donuts I've ever had. Oh my goodness, these are awesome. Woo. These are definitely going up on my page. Wow. They are. I didn't use cocoa powder. I used my carob powder. And I did use cane sugar instead of the regular sugar. But it's an awesome recipe. Hi, Rob. Yeah. On my vegan page in Facebook called Karen's Vegan Heaven. Okay, let me dry my hands off and I'll give you the ingredients. Okay. Okay. For the donuts, it was 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Okay. Oh, thank you. They are small, but they're good. 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, which I use carob powder, 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, and I use cane sugar, Morena cane sugar, not granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and mine is non-aluminum baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 cup of soy milk, but I used almond milk. They said you could use almond milk as well. 3 tablespoons of melted vegan butter, so you can use Smart Balance, Earth Balance, whatever you have. And 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. That's just for the dough itself. That's for the donuts. I bake those. Now, the chocolate glaze, I used 1 cup of powdered sugar, 3 tablespoons of my carob powder. I use carob powder, not cocoa powder. 1/2 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. And I think 4 tablespoons of my almond milk again. And then stir them up with a spoon and then dip the donuts in that glaze. So there you go. Oh, they are very good. They are really good. Now, I know the people in here that aren't vegan, you can use Hi, Cheryl. Good to see you. You can definitely use your cocoa powder. And I suggest if you don't want to use cocoa powder, go ahead and do that. But since I'm vegan, I use the carob powder, as it works fine for me, and they taste absolutely awesome. You can see they're itty bitty donuts. They didn't rise as much as because I didn't put a lot in them, but they're good. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. I got baby donuts, but you know, baby donuts or not, they sure look good. Okay, Erling, thank you. They baby donuts these are cute, and I like the things with glaze on them. You know, I really do. But I had a donut just to taste it, see what it tastes like, and they're good and done. Oh, they weren't very dark chocolate looking. Oh, well, the carob powder I use really makes them dark. And the carob powder I put in my glaze too is really dark. Yeah, I did use the PC donut pan. This is the PC. I gotta wash it, but there's the PC donut pan. That's the one. That's the one I used. Yep, I sure did. And it doesn't fit. It does not fit this way in the oven. I have to put it in this way because the handles are so put out like this that it comes against the side. So I put it in this way. It works fine. There's plenty of room. So, but I had that donut pan and I wanted to use it. There's Alexis. Hi, Alexis. What do you think of my itty bitty donuts? They look. Look at these donuts. They're itty bitty, but they sure are good. I put some glaze on them too. I baked them and put some glaze on them. And yeah, it is. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. There's my glazed chocolate donuts, and I ate one because it was starting to fall apart, and he wanted me to try it, and it was good. Oh, awesome! You're right. But the glaze is simple with just powdered sugar. Your cocoa powder, if you use cocoa powder, your vanilla extract, and your soy milk or almond milk. So, and I used almond milk, as I said. And the reason I got parchment paper on here is to stop the mess, because you know how messy they can get. So put the parchment paper on here. It prevents that from going down and getting all over my cupboards, you know, because you can throw the parchment paper away. So these are awesome. They taste good, Alexis. I ate one already. As you can see, I only got 11 left because it broke apart on the one side trying to get it out. And so, and I used this little thing to get them out. And it really worked nice. They're not as thick as they could be because I didn't fill them all the way up, but they really look nice. I really like that donut pan. Yep, I got 11 left because I tried one. They're going to go up on my vegan page anyway. I'll just arrange these on here a little bit. And I'll put them up on my vegan page so people can make them themselves. And I'll give you the recipe, Alexa, since you just came in. The ingredients for the donuts themselves are 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, because I know you use cocoa powder, and I use carob, 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, and I use the cane sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 cup of soy milk, but you can also use almond milk, which I did, the unsweetened kind, of course. 3 tablespoons of melted vegan butter, whatever kind of vegan butter you have, and 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. You mix all that up, and then you put it in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes. And then your chocolate glaze is 1 cup of powdered sugar, 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1/2 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, and 3 to 4 tablespoons of your soy milk. I mixed it all together with a spoon, and then I dipped the donuts in it, and voila, there I got it. And you can see they look awesome. I've really been wanting to make stuff like this and putting a glaze on it because donuts don't taste good unless they got a glaze on it, you know. So I thought, I'm going to put a glaze on these, you know. And like somebody said, these are the most perfect, imperfect donuts. They are imperfect because of the height of them, but they came out perfect otherwise. They are absolutely adorable. They are so cute, you know. And when you make them yourself, you know what's in there. You don't have to guess. You're not beholden to the manufacturers. Oh, thank you, Alexis. They are little. I'll hold them up. They are little. Look at how little those are. They're little. But, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, whether they're little donuts or big donuts, they still are going to be good. I already had one, and they are very, very good. I'm going to let these sit here for a while. Let the glaze kind of thicken up a little bit more, and then I'll put them in a container. And I'll post a picture of them on my vegan page, of course. People want to see new recipes. Arlene's always posting recipes, and Chocolate glaze. Yep. Chocolate glaze. Absolutely. This is what I've got. I've got some little bit of chocolate glaze left. So, yep, it's a chocolate glaze. Because I use my carob powder for the glaze. It takes cocoa powder and your soy milk, and takes your vanilla extract and powdered sugar. And I have organic powdered sugar, and it came out really great. I mean, I'm loving it. Oh, that's true. That's true, and I do have the bundt pan too. I do have that. Oh yeah, okay. You're right. I could do a bundt pan. Yeah, I certainly could. Want to make big? Yep, I got a bundt pan. Make one big giant donut. Absolutely. Yeah, I might do that the next time because it's a little hard when you take a tablespoon and try to put it in your because I don't have the piping bag, so I have to make do with what I've got. Yep, you sure did. You sure did. I think it can be any glaze because since these are chocolate donuts, you want a chocolate glaze on it. Oh, you only ate one, yeah. But since these are chocolate donuts, you want a chocolate glaze on them. And the chocolate glaze just makes it just right. Otherwise, they wouldn't taste as good because they'd be so bland. But you took the chocolate glaze on there, and then there's something to that. They really are looking good. They really, I mean, they're very special to me because I've never really made donuts like this before. They actually came out. Let's put it that way. So I'm really happy that these came out as good as they did. Oh, yes, it would. Oh, absolutely. I love chocolate. We know when I was younger, I got hives and broke out in hives because of chocolate. It's not so much now, but yeah, doubly chocolate good. Absolutely. Chocolate donuts with chocolate glaze. You can't get any better than that. And anybody, when I post this up on my page, I know you guys are going to be wanting to make these for your family or for yourself even. You'll have so much fun, and you'll want to make more when you get done with them. You want to make more. And I'm definitely going to make these again because they're so simple to make. I'm really so pleased because I always look at a recipe before I decide to do it, and I says, well, is this going to be simple enough to come in and do it? Because I'm like Alexis, the simpler, the better. I don't like anything real complicated and takes so long to do. This was real simple to do. Well, these are only for me. These are only for me. Well, you can make them and just tell them you don't have any and just eat them all up and hide them or something. But these are for me because there's there's nobody else here. So, oh, okay, that's right. Bob's having a party today, and he could use some help if you don't have the donut pan. Like I said, I want to order the blender attachment for the smoothies on Earlene's party. And since I gave my potato slicer to my daughter, since she didn't have one, and she wanted the Pampered Chef potato slicer, she couldn't afford it, so I gave her mine. I'll just get me another one. Somebody was asking me about the price of it, Alexis, and I wasn't sure. And I told them it was 20-something, but $27. There's the price of the donut pan. And this is what she's talking about. This is a nice donut pan. $27. You can't go wrong. This is a real nice pan. Real nice. Makes awesome donuts. Thank you for joining Periscope for the very first time. Absolutely, the simpler the better. Why spend a lot of time in your kitchen if you don't have to? If you don't have to spend a lot of time in your kitchen, don't. And I'd rather do them today than tomorrow. We're going to be 85 tomorrow. Oh, you need some Pampered Chef? Awesome. Oh, that's true, Alexis. I didn't think about that. You can make bagels in it too. Yeah, I do like bagels. I could probably find a bagel recipe to do. That would be awesome. But there's a number of things you can do. But Pampered Chef is so versatile. Oh, okay. Well, these are awesome, and I love making things for you guys, letting you see that you can make things in your own home without going to buying processed foods, because we all know the processed foods have junk in them. Where when you make it yourself at home, you control the ingredients. You put in it what you want, and what you don't want, you don't put in. Yeah, that's true. I certainly could. I didn't see, didn't find out. Did you lose anything this week on your from your Weight Watchers, Alexis? Did you lose anything, or did you maintain? Because I've been negligent lately, and I start watching your scopes, and then something happens, and I get sidetracked and don't watch the rest of them. Yeah, they are. Oh, you gained 1 pound. Well, you'll get it. You'll get it off. That's not hard to do. You can get it back off again. It's hard to maintain it all the time because you're going to slip up and you're going to eat something that maybe you know you shouldn't or whatever. But I know you make such good stuff, Alexis. I know you can't pass it up, and I don't blame you. You gained 2 pounds today. Oh my goodness. Well, you got to work now to get those 2 pounds back off. It's so easy. Yeah, don't put it on overnight. You certainly can't get it off overnight, but you've been doing so well that I know that you'll get it off in no time. And 1 pound here or there is not so bad, but when you start getting 10, 15 pounds, then it's a little bit harder to get it off. You ate the exploded pound cake. Oh, thank you. I know they look expensive, but if you would go to buy this in the store, you're going to have to pay a lot for them, and you're not going to get the stuff in it that I've put in mine. Something with this COVID-19, everything seems to be slow in getting here. Even stuff from Amazon is not getting here very fast. It's just the way it is. Everything is slowed up with this COVID-19. Until everything gets going again, things will get a little bit better. Now, like I said, our governor here in Oregon says that things won't be opened up until July, which I don't like that idea, but got to deal with it, I still get out, which I will tomorrow. Got some masks, go to Walmart and do what I have to do, because I'm not going to stay home if I don't have to. So, because I finally got the tags for my car. They're coming today, so I'll get them put on there, and I'll be able to get out and get some stuff at Walmart. Because let's face it, you go stir crazy after a while. Yeah, same thing, yep. Could be early, could be. I know, I sure do. You go stir crazy. Yeah, on the cocoa powder to the carob part of cocoa powder is 1-to-1 ratio. Yeah, I don't change the ratio whatsoever, and they taste absolutely awesome. Because the carob powder is all natural. And I've got some more coming today that I ordered. So I'll have enough for a while. But when you make things yourself, you're welcome. When you make things yourself, you know exactly what's in them. You don't have to guess. Whereas when you buy something in the store, you're beholden to the manufacturers for something in there you may not really want to eat, but it's in there, And a lot of people go to the store and they will pick something up off the shelf, put it in their cart without even looking at the ingredient list on it. I look at the ingredient list. Even though the packaging has changed, you still got to look at the ingredients because they could have added something that you really don't want. It's very important to look at the ingredient list so we know what we're putting in our body. It's, yeah, I know. And the thing of it is, it's true. When you make it yourself, you can control what goes in it. You buy it in the store, you have no control. You've got to eat it the way it is. Either that or don't buy it. So make it yourself like Alexis does. And she knows making it yourself, she can control what's in there. She can't have a lot of salt, so she can control her salt intake when she makes things. Because if there's a lot of salt in something, it's not going to taste very good. I don't really know. Cottonseed oil, and there's a lot of palm oil too. You're welcome. You're going to try to fly a kite. Oh, you have fun flying your kite. Hope it doesn't get away from you. Yeah, salt and sugar, you're right. Salt and sugar is in most things. Absolutely. And like I said, you can't control the salt and sugar in anything you buy because it's whatever's in there is in there. But when you put it in there, you can control it. You can input just what they say or not put anything at all. Perfect kite weather. Awesome. You got to have a little wind. We got wind here, so I know probably flying a kite here would be awesome. I have to tell you a little story. This is hilarious. It didn't happen to me, but it happened to my uncle. Most people know, I lived with my aunt and uncle after most of my life because my mother died. She died at the age of when I was 3 years old, so we went to live with my aunt and uncle. And I don't remember what year it was or anything like that. It was a nice summer day. It was nice wind and everything. He had gotten a kite because him and my brother were flying a kite. It was hilarious to watch my uncle because there was somebody walking down the road. She had real tight short shorts on, I think it was. And he was watching her and forgot about the kite and let the kite go. And my brother was really ticked at that. And we were standing there laughing because he left that kite go. He was oh, he's on. Okay, I'll have to go off. But he was watching her go by, and he forgot about the kite, and oops, up the kite went, and it was good. Goodbye to the kite. That was so funny. I remember that like it was yesterday because that was in my childhood. I could have been a young teenager. Yeah, what a guy. Of course, he's gone now. God rest his soul. But it was so funny. I guess she was at that time because he left the kite go, you know. And my brother didn't have his kite anymore. And it was so funny to see that, you know. I'll never forget. That's something, you know, stuff like that in your childhood sticks with you. But when I'm talking about flying a kite, I had to tell you that story because I thought it was hilarious. I didn't think my daughter ever heard that one. Yes, it was a long time ago when I was a child. And I'm 72 now, so that tells you it was a long time ago. It was back in the 50s, 60s, something like that. So it was a long time ago. So, you know what, so I'm going to be 73 in January. So it was a long, long time ago. Then they had a little, one of those little motorized cars. This is about me now. And you're going to crack up laughing. It was a motorized car, and I wanted to learn how to drive the thing. So they, you know, I got in there, started driving it, and they told me, they says, well, when you get close to the garage door, you got to stop it. I didn't know what they meant by stopping it. I didn't know what the brake was. Well, I went too far and plowed right into the garage door because I didn't get the thing stopped. They said, we told you to stop. I says, well, how do I stop it? They says, put your foot on the brake. I says, oh, I did not know. So here I goes, and I'm pedaling away, and it was a motorized car, and oops, I hit the garage door. Danged up the garage door a little bit. That... Yeah, I could never live that one down, I'll tell you that. You know, I think sure we all probably have stories that we can tell of our childhood, you know, but it was funny to think about that. It really was. Well, I think I'm going to go for a little bit now since Red is on. I want to watch him. But I hope you all have a great and marvelous day. And I will post this up on my vegan page. I'm gonna let you see this now a little bit, and I'll hold this up as my end picture. So until we meet again, I hope you have a great and marvelous day. Take care. God bless, and goodbye, everyone. Bye bye. You're welcome. Bye bye.